Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. Today, as I promised you guys, we are officially going to go ahead and stake these tomato plants. It is currently raining outside, but you know what? We still got to do work underneath this, underneath the tunnel. So the plan is today, I'm going to show you guys exactly how we stake a Determinate tomato plant. So you guys stay tuned. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Like this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down in the description box below. And you guys stay tuned for the ride. So the number one most important thing when staking a row with tomatoes is you got to have a plan. Just like everything else in life, if you don't have a plan, it doesn't go right. So you got to know how many posts you need, what spacing you're going to use. So what I'm doing here, these plants are spaced at every 20 inches. And I'm putting a post here at the end. And then I'm counting 5 plants and then putting a post down. And the post you can use, we're using T-post. But there's guys who use like angle iron or just even pipes. I've even seen some guys that use like 1.5 inch PVC pipe. Anything just to hold them up. We're using T-post because we have a lot of extra ones, and we have a fence line in the woods that we're not using. So if I ever need some more, I just go there, pull them out, roll up the wire and stuff, and just use those. So what I'm going to show you guys here, I'm going to go ahead and stake up the post and then beat them in. Alright, so the number one thing whenever you're putting in these posts, I'm just going to use this orange one here on the end. And if you have a drip tape, you want to make sure, you want to give the plant plenty of space. And you also don't want to puncture the drip tape, because then you got to come through with the coupling and just complicate your life. So right here is good. See, I found the drip tape. Then I'm going to get this post here and just slightly push it in there. And then I'm going to come through with the post driver and beat them in all the way. So I'm going to count now five plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is what this looks like. And now I got to come through, like I said, with the post driver and beat them in all the way. So I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to make sure they're going to be straight. Because if they're crooked, then you're going to have a row of crooked tomatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing that, making sure I don't hit the drip tape. And what I'm doing here is, since the plastic is not staked in the ground, I'm going to make sure to put the plastic for the T-post so it can hold both sides in. So you guys stay tuned for that, and I'll get done pretty quick here. So posts are laid there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 posts. And now I got to come through with the post driver, beat them in quite a bit, making sure they're good and sturdy, and then getting ready to stake these. So now we are ready to start staking them. And what I have here on me right now, it is a box of tomato twine. It's just, or I guess it's in regular nylon, or we just call it tomato twine. It's made out of nylon. You can always use like a woven, or just, whatever string you want. This stuff we pay like $7 or $8 for like 6,000 feet, so it's really cheap. And what I have here is a piece of PVC pipe. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we do it. So you guys stay tuned. Alrighty, so we just ran into a problem. I didn't realize how big these tomato plants are. So what I'm gonna have to do here is, you guys see I came through with the first row of strings and it's not working as I planned out. So what I have to do now is just come through and put a straight line of a string across there, and then I gotta pick them up. And then I'll let me first do that, and then I'll show you exactly how you should do it after all these are staked up. So you guys stay tuned. I'm having a little problem since these are way too big. I should have done this a long time ago, but we never had the time to do it, so problems all around. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I have planned here, and then I'll come and show you guys exactly how you're supposed to do it whenever they're growing. So Alright, so as you guys see, I picked up all the tomato plants, and now I'm going to come on the other side. And the reason I have to do this now is because they should have been staked whenever they were first planted. I'm going to probably do the same thing with these. Like I told you guys, I ran out of time, I couldn't do it, but hey, we'll figure it out some way or another. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how it needs to be done now since the tomato plants are standing. And then I just come to here now that the tomato plants are standing. Come on this side, pick them up, wrap it around, make sure it's real tight and ready to go. And continue doing that all the way through. Alright, so let me give you guys a better look. So, this is the tomato plant here. Obviously, I'm just joking. And then whenever I put this first string here to pick them up, and then on the other side I twisted around this post and came through, so now it has nowhere to go. And whenever it's going to continue growing, we don't prune off these suckers since they are a determinate plant. And if you guys didn't see my last video, I explained how that is. So this is going to grow up straight, this one's going to grow up straight, this one's going to grow up straight too. So then we got a nice cluster of tomatoes, and all these, the new suckers are going to come in real strong. So, got to come through here a little bit, fix them up. So this is how they're going to be staked for the rest of the season. And then whenever they're done for, we're going to have to come through, pull out the system, the trellis system, and then probably replace them. So this is it now. They can't move back and forth since they're pretty staked. And the next time I got to replace these two. I actually got to replace 3 plants. So this is how they look up close. And the reason they're like this because they're laying down for so long that they're used to being up. But you know, if within a few days they should be good to go. I might come through and fix some of these up and make sure they're ready to go. And as you guys tell, they're already starting to set fruit. And a rule of thumb for everybody else, whenever you guys do stake determinate tomatoes, make sure there's not much fruit on there because that fruit really pulls down the plant. But like I said, whenever you run out of time, you run out of time. So this is how they're supposed to look once they're done. And then when during the growing season, I'm gonna have to come through and keep staking them up as they grow. So now I'm gonna come through and replace these tomato plants. Alrighty, so like I promised you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and replace these tomato plants here. I already set them in there. I just gotta dig them out and plant these in there. These are the only 2 out of the whole row that haven't made it. So it's good news, good news, good news. Alrighty, so just like that, they are officially fixed. They're not as far along as these guys, but we'll get there one day. And then these peppers are starting to flower, so we'll have sweet heirloom mini bell peppers here pretty quick. I'm gonna trellis them whenever they start falling over, so you guys stay tuned for that video. Now the row of tomatoes is officially trellised. It is very humid out here because in the past 3 or 4 days, we got up to 10 inches of rain. We actually got close to, there was like 9.5 inches of rain, which is a crazy amount for our area this time of year. So I'm really hot, sweaty, tired. But good news is we got this row of tomatoes trellised. And you guys see here, they're ready to go for the next growing season. I gotta come through and do these next, but I think I'm gonna do that in the evening or something because the sun through this plastic or this humidity is not very fun to be working in right now. I'd rather be outside in the field doing something else. So that is pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that subscribe button, like this video, comment if you guys have any questions, comments down below. That is exactly how I trellis our tomatoes here on the farm, and that's one of the reasons we only grow determinate tomatoes. I'm gonna jump here on this side, and I'm gonna show you guys our tomato plants on this side here. They are about ready to start ripening up here pretty quick. There's just clusters of tomatoes there. So that is it for today. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys have any questions. And I want to say thanks for watching up to this point, and you guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.